This documentary video is all about the opening of the government-subsidized resettlement programs or agricultural colonies in Mindanao and its impact to Lumads and their lands. Mindanao is the second largest island in the Philippines. It is endowed with rich natural resources and seen by the Filipinos as a frontier, a dangerous place, but also a land of promise. A land which promised solutions to some of the economic, social, and political problems in the North Philippines. Mindanao has been stereotyped as the country's sore thumb where problems of peace and order are chronic and at the same time the place where the poorest of the poor in the country are found.
During the American period, governments continued to encourage the landless poor of Luzon and Visayas to settle in Mindanao in order to diffuse rural unrest. The heavy migration of migrants from Luzon and Visayas to Mindanao had caused the establishment of government-subsidized resettlement projects. This was also called the systematic and legalized land grabbing.
The reasons why these resettlement projects were opened up are to acquire land, to exploit the Mindanao's natural resources, to amalgamate or Filipinization the Moros and non-Christian tribes, and removing the danger of possible separation of Mindanao from Philippines. The Philippine government wanted to overwhelm the Lumad who had been continuously resenting and resisting the Philippine government and to minoritize the population of indigenous people by increasing the number of Filipino Christians.
The resettlements during American period are: first, the 1913 Act 2254, the Agricultural Colonies and Act creating agricultural colonies in Cotabato Valley, particularly in Pikit, Pagalungan, and Glan. The second one was the 1913 PC Act 2280, creating agricultural colonies in Mumungan, Baloe, in Lanao. The third was the 1919 PC Act 2206, authorizing provincial boards and managed colonies. Zamboanga opened Lamitan, Sulu opened Tawi-Tawi, Bukidnon opened Marilog, Cotabato opened Sulunayan, and Mangonoy. The fourth was the 1919 to 1930, the resettlement by inter-island migration, Division of Bureau of Labor, which opened Kapalong, Ginga, Tagum, Lupon, and Bangaga in Davao, Labangan in Zamboanga, and Lamitan in Basilan, Kabadbaran, Butuan, and Buena Vista in Agusan, Mumungan and Kapatagan Valley in Lanao, which brought in more settlers to Pikit and Pagalungan.
The impact of these resettlement projects are the indigenous people or Lumads are disposed for economic gains or interest, displaced and minoritized in their own land.
This corporate land grab threatens the small livelihood of small farmers and imperils food security by displacing peasants and Lumad communities.
Lumad is a Cebuano Visayan term meaning natives or indigenous.
For more than decades, it has been used to refer to the group indigenous to Mindanao who are neither a Muslim nor Christian. Their whole way of life is tied to their ancestral land. All aspects of their life is within their ancestral land. Land is their life. The political life, economic life, and cultural life is all there. That's why it is important.
Unlike Moros, the Lumad groups never formed a revolutionary group to unite them in armed struggle against the Philippine government. When the migrants came, many Lumad groups retreated into the mountains and forests. For Lumad, securing the rights to ancestral domain is as urgent as the Moros' quest for self-determination. However, such of the land has already been registered in the name of multinational corporations, logging companies, and wealthy Filipinos, many of whom are settlers to Mindanao.
In conclusion, the government-subsidized resettlement projects in Mindanao has proven to be disastrous, not only to the environment of Lumad but to the lives of the Lumads as well. It uproots Lumads from their ancestral land, deprives them of their means of livelihood and source of food and water, and consequently destroys the rich culture.